this week on Maritime Overland, we're going to head back to a place called Murchyville, Nova Scotia. It's central Nova Scotia. It's about an hour away from where we live. Most things in Nova Scotia are about an hour away anyway. It should be a nice back roads, backwoods, lots of lakes. Got both my dogs. I got the old guy with me. He doesn't really enjoy camping when it's just beating down sun and eaten by bugs. So today is a little cooler. Should be good for him. So yeah, hope we're going to do some fishing. We got the boats on the roof. Got lots of firewood. So I think we're just going to have a one night relaxing camp. So maybe scout out some new locations.
We find a big ass lake. That would be amazing to me. You guys have no idea. But chances are we're not going to be able to get to that one because it didn't look like there were any trails to that. And if there are, they're probably just going to be like a game trail. A little bit more dusty and the trees are starting to close in a little bit.
The minute past that place, it just turns into a shit road.
Funny how that works. What do you think? Left looks tighter path. This road looks pretty much like a driveway.
Go left, it goes by a lake.
Cool. looking for a campsite. There's 2 lakes here, one on both sides. Just rolling up on our campsite here. Oh. This is Loon Lake. There's Matty and his truck. There's my truck backed in that little corner. There's our fire pit, and this is a lake we're gonna fish out here this afternoon.
My setup, we got the ARB awning with the ARB awning room. It's the best thing I've ever had because honestly, bugs in Nova Scotia. So I put my seats all the way forward. I've taken the rear seats out. It's a platform, and then so the platform detaches from here and goes, and the back is shelving. So if you wanted to, you could pull the platform out and put the seats back in. So it's kind of the way I constructed it. Now I'm tall, so I had to put this little divider on here so you could flip it back and actually use your seats, because the seats are really far forward when I first had it. So just made for some uncomfortable driving. Got your dollar store, I don't know, Canadian Tire bug net. It's got grease marks on it because of here I got Zerk fittings, and these are greased, these pivots. But yeah, in here is a puppy, and we got polo drawers, one for camping gear, one for tools. Just sleeping on a, this is like a base camp air mattress. It's like 4 inches thick, so got to sleep great. I have a rechargeable fan in here somewhere. I've got a rechargeable fan right here, so I'll charge that up, hang it from up here. I'll have that blowing on me. Chainsaw. I'm gonna replace this old ratty one, this moving blanket. I picked this camo one camo one up, of course, camo. Yeah. So yeah, my Northbound Outfitters bag. That thing held a lot of hardwood. Got the shower on top. Got a big box up there full of tools and parts, axles, and all kinds of tie rod ends and stuff in case I break shit. Winch, lights, all that. And Johnny's got an awning. He's got the suicide doors, which is nice for these tacos because you get the full 6-foot bed. So this is his setup. Finally convinced him to put a platform bed in here. Now he did take away a lot from his height because he was right on the bottom, but I mean, the amount of storage he's got is unreal. He even got a little table and all that stuff in there. So this is his setup. So eventually we're gonna find him a space cap with a little higher bump in it.
An extra 6 inches of height,
yeah,
where you could actually sit up on a rainy day would be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And just what he said, like saying the problem with the 4Runner. you know, I can get on my hands and knees, but you know, I can't really sit up. I can sit up on my elbows, but that's about it. So he's got this massive ski box up here, and he doesn't even half utilize that thing because like half, it's like not even half full. I mean, he can just literally just throw shit up there.
I've honestly been thinking, Maddie, about putting that big chair up in there.
Yeah, we could throw your big chair up there. I mean, should probably slap a solar panel on that someday, but other than that, yeah, that's our setups, man. So it doesn't take much, you know. We just kind of converted what we had to something that would work. So yeah, he was set up in here, but this is kind of boggy and we're not using that fire pit. Kind of wanted to be out in the sun a little bit, so did a little wiggling, put some rocks and stuff under the tires like that over there, so we can all sleep nice and flat. A few attempts to get him up on this. Yeah. Oh, here, I got these for us. These are cool. This is called the Gamma Bucket.
I was actually going to do
Shout out to Amazon, because I saw these and I knew that me and Johnny had to have them for fishing or whatever. So basically taking like a 3 to a 7 gallon bucket. Now this is just your typical 5, and you get this ring, and it comes with this lid here, and it's like a double seal. You just throw that on, boom, tight. That's awesome. So, you know, it's your fishing stool.
Yep, my dad loved that.
Sit on it. Yeah, it's
An
great.
old guy like him.
I think there were $11 each, so I picked up 2, gave one to Johnny, and I've got one. I haven't thrown it in the truck yet, but it's coming. So we're putting out these mats, just trying to trample some of this grass down, because this is just never used.
I don't plan to leave these here.
No,
I
no.
don't plan to walk around with my pants falling down like that.
Yeah, it just kind of cuts down on the likelihood of probably picking up a tick or something like that. And here's the lake rat. Got this nice sandy beach area. So we're gonna go do some evening fishing. Nice, isn't it, Teddy? It's cold, or he's chilling, he's not complaining. Ahoy, hoy.
Hello.
Look at that fast kayak.
I like to call this the bass machine.
The bass machine.
So if anyone's wondering, we're both using shallow crankbait. Usually pretty effective against smallmouth bass. Today, nothing's biting. It's been too warm, barely any rain. That kind of year so far in the summer.
You can see the light shimmering through the trees from the water ripples. This is like fucking zen. You gonna jump on board, Teddy?
Teddy coming in? Teddy, you can get in this thing.
Oh, I feel this one moving now.
He's up.
He's up.
Hey,
Oh.
Vito. Peace. The water is actually super low. You can see the water lines here. We haven't had a really good rain for a while. See where the water kind of stops, like moving. How do you do on the fishing?
Poorly.
We caught no fish. It's actually really warm. I think all the fish are not hanging around. Not for us today. So we're gonna try again tomorrow morning.
We're ready to feed the dogs and feed ourselves and get a little fire going.
Welcome to Maritime Overland in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
For dinner, we're actually going to cook in Maddie's tent. We're just boiling up some white potatoes right now. Potatoes are just coming to a boil here now. So we're just gonna let them boil for probably 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna stick them with a fork to see if they're done nice and soft inside. If you can tell, the potatoes are finished. We've swapped over to cooking our tenderloin pork chops, and we have our, you know, milk and water combination boiling for our pasta that we're making to go for our side. Actually, this smells amazing. Look at this tenderloin pork chop. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so good. Just kind of flavored up the pork chops a little bit. So we just put a little bit of, you know, traditional barbecue sauce and some Angus spice, actually. It's actually kind of running off right now into the butter, so it's making like a barbecue sauce. It looks absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can't wait to eat this. Here's our carbonara pasta. There's our golden potatoes. And I'm just putting a little old cheddar on our pork chops here. Shredded this previous. So there's tonight's dinner. Obviously I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper, and some butter on my potatoes, but there we go. Good cheese and barbecue sauce. Tastes pretty good. Maybe that's the Angus.
Alright, you put Angus spice in it too, didn't you?
Yeah. Pretty sure this road's usually quite a bit more wet.
I think it's chilled. Yeah. Looks pretty good. There we go.
Here at Maritime Overland, we bring our own wood. Anyway, this fire pit was already here. This is the camp spot. And back up so you guys get a little bit better view at night. We had a pretty good supper. This is Maddie's truck. My truck there in the dark. Our fire pit. We're gonna hang out here for a couple hours. It's pretty close to midnight. Welcome back to Maritime Overland. It's around 9 a.m. It actually cooled off to around 12 degrees Celsius last night, so it's actually pretty chilly. Yeah, my little roomy cave, and I'll show you what I get to see when I woke up. Boom. What a wonderful view. Anyway, I'm gonna get up. I think Maddie's up flying the drone. We're gonna cook a little breakfast.
Morning. I can sleep my eyes. Dogs are fed. He's begging for some cheese. That's what he's doing. I got cheese, yep. Get some bacon. Go well cook that bacon is. It's perfect. Just perfect. Eggs. Oh yeah. And we're just gonna have some breakfast sandwiches, some bagels. It's all toasted up. Bagel, bacon, egg, cheese, more bacon, then the top. Done. Some more bacon, another egg.
More
Johnny's got a whole plate full. Teddy's ready at the bag.
Teddy is my friend. I'm gonna try to film cast off. Maddie's loading his dogs in the boat.
Nope.
Oh, didn't work.
Anyway, so we're using these kind of style lures. This one floats shallow. When you crank on it, she dives deep and then floats up. I've had nothing but success with these. So if there's fish here, they're biting. This thing should fine. You can feel it. The lure just goes.
It's like a tiger stripey looking crankbait. I think they're about a medium depth, like a shallow depth. Maddie's behind me. There we go. We've been fishing it up here for a bit. No luck. The sun really wants to break out, but it doesn't look like it's going to for very long. Very overcast. Probably around 20 degrees Celsius. And we're probably gonna fish for another hour or something and paddle around, have some fun. And then we're gonna pack up and kick her out of here.
Teddy, you're not making this very comfortable, buddy. Oh, he let a little squeak out. Yeah, you okay? You having a good day? Are you having a good day?
We just had a little fishing session, packed up. Here's our site again in the background, in the lake. And we're actually just gearing up here, getting ready to go. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop in the truck and we're gonna head out. Just heading out of Murchyville. It's about 20 degrees, 1:30 in the afternoon. It's a pretty good trip. It's pretty dusty back here. We only caught one fish, so you know, that's kind of disappointing, but it's really been warm and the water's really low, so Thanks for tuning in to our little trip to Murchyville. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share videos. See y'all next time on Maritime Overland Adventures.